Hey y'all, I am making stew again on live because I don't be doing anything else but making stew. So I want to show you what I'm doing. Hold on, give me 1 second. Okay, we need to put oil. Oil and onions. Okay. So I'm using small onions to go in the pot. I was nervous. Alright, we good. Raise the fire because this is not doing anything. Alright, that is going. Let me actually get the spices. It's because it's Saturday, huh? No one wants to join live. They're out living their life like me, cooking. So I'm going to put some of my spices in. It's like a curry and cloves and something else in here. Okay. I'm gonna mute you all because I need to blend. So I'm blending right now. I look a little. Alright, I'm gonna blend my tomatoes and stuff. But before I do that, I want to show you all what I'm doing. So I got the onions going in here, the black-eyed peas going in here. Gotta get them soft. I have my bigger onions cut, garlic and ginger, and that is ready. What shoes am I wearing? I'm wearing Uggs, the Ugg slippers. Yeah, I love these. I wear them all the time. What? I never escaped Scientology. What the hell? Anyway, I never escaped Scientology. I'm not a part of that life. I believe in our Lord and Savior. All right. So I'm going to put Maggie cubes in here. I'm going to put the shrimp one. I have a half that I'm going to put in here. And then I'm going to put some curry inside as well. So we need some more curry because this is almost done. Yes, I'm wearing Ugg slippers, the Ugg slippers, so love them. Peanut butter. I was born in America, in California, to be a little more specific, the Bay Area to be even a little more specific, but my family is from Ghana. And so that is why I am making Ghanaian stew, because that is all I grew up eating when I was growing up. Like, we did not eat out. We ate at home. So, sorry, let me clean my camera a little bit. Yeah, we ate at home growing up. So I never ate out, and this is all I know how to make and cook. I'm gonna blend real quick, but I'm gonna mute it because I know it's super loud. So. Okay. This is a difficult thing about going live and cooking is the fact that 1,000 things need to be going on, and I also need to be attentive to the chat. So I need to open this tomato paste now before my onions start burning because they need to go in. I am making Ghanaian red stew and bean stew for those that are now joining. Now I'm gonna make it cry later. Okay. Y'all ask me some questions. I don't know if you guys watch my YouTube videos. I make videos on vlogs. I vlog my life. I travel a lot. And then I also do videos on traveling to Ghana. If you want to go to Ghana, I do beauty, lifestyle content, all of that. So ask me questions. Get to know me. This first time I'm seeing an actual live instead of fake. I'm so glad. Yeah. I don't also watch too many people's lives either. So I totally feel you. Let me actually show you what I'm doing right now. So right now I'm mixing in the tomato paste into the onions and curry that I have going on here. And you have to break it apart. So I lowered this, but I need to raise it up. Oh no, you don't have to apologize for your English. Not at all. I don't know if there's a translate on here that I can use if you type in your language. You're from Brazil? Oh my gosh, I really want to go to Brazil. Like, that is definitely on my list of places to go travel to. So you see how I'm breaking it apart, really making it spread there so the onions can still cook, and also the tomato paste. Because you want your stew to be thick. You don't want loose stew, because then that's soup. There's other countries that I've eaten from before. Their stews are a little too, like, soupy for me. I like my soup to be, or my stew to be thick. Thank you. Okay. So, Lord. Okay, so that is cooking. And I have my tomatoes all blended and ready to go. Where's the invite for the stew? Why don't you comment on my live? Are you watching? Hold on. Comment on my live so I don't have to interrupt my live to text you back, Ela. Okay, he just threw me off. The invite There's no invite, sorry. Where's my invites? I mean, you could come eat stew later this week. It'll be ready. It needs to sit. When it marinates for a couple of days, that's when it's the best. Not the first day. So come on Tuesday. Okay, so this is boiling. I'm going to put my first blended mix. Again, this was tomatoes, onions, garlic, ginger, cloves. I haven't put the pepper in it yet. Yeah, so this is gonna go in the pot now. Let me show you. Okay. Gotta mix it up. And make sure to get the bottom. Like, I can feel some of the food already sticking to the bottom. Make sure you get that, because the tomato paste always loves to stick to the bottom. So this is really small. As you can see, like, it's at the bottom of the pot. We gotta make another mix. Let me cover it because it's about to splatter everywhere. Ooh. No, I don't like covers that don't cover the whole thing. Okay. Yes. All right. So while that is going, we gotta make another mix of things in the blender. So this time, let's put some more tomatoes in, a little bit more of the onions, and keep it going. Gila, if you're still on. Oh, come on. Yeah, I guess. Come on Tuesday, y'all. It's better when it sits and marinates. I'm still getting it together. Alright, so I'm putting, oh, I can't, you guys can't even see what I'm doing. So I'm putting another mixture of tomatoes. And always put your tomatoes at the bottom because you want it to blend. Then you want to put onions in, thick onions. I feel like I need a little bit more onions, but maybe we'll do another mix after this. I'm putting the rest of my garlic and ginger in here. And then, what are y'all saying? Gila put Tuesday on the calendar. I hate it. You guys are annoying. If there's any left, no, I'm kidding. This lasts me for a month. This is why I make such a huge pot. It's because it lasts me for a while. So this is a really big pepper, meaning it's gonna be spicy as hell. We're just gonna have to rock with it. I hope you guys like spice. I'm gonna cut a little more bit of onions because I do want a big pot of the stew. Okay. And then top it off with some more tomatoes because, again, you want your mix to mix. And you want to make sure you're not getting a lot of juice in it because you don't want your stew to be soupy. All right, I'm going to mute you guys because I don't want it to be too loud. Okay. So that is good to go. I'm gonna put it in with my mix already. That's already going. Okay, let me show you what's going on over here. So as you can see, it's bigger. You're gonna lose a little bit as it splatters everywhere and as it cooks and marinates. So we may need to add just a little bit more because again, like I said, I want to make a big pot that's gonna last me for a while and work for the bean stew that I'm making and the regular stew that I'm making. So it's lowered right now. I'm gonna raise it to high so it can really cook. While I'm getting the next mixture ready, you guys can ask me questions, get to know me. Not everyone knows me on this live, so that'd be great if you guys had any questions. Even if you do know me, maybe you have some questions. You don't give a fuck about no ho, no ho, no ho, no ho, no ho. Take it to the kilo. You're all getting that. What is everyone doing on this bright and sunny Saturday while I am inside? Have to be inside because I ain't got no funds for anything. Okay. Do you have PG-13 cookies? No, I don't. I'm sorry. Are you around children right now? I'm gonna mute you guys. Okay, so that's going. Let's check on our beans and see if they feel soft enough. Okay, they look good. Yeah. They feel pretty soft. There's a lot of water in here. I put a little too much the second time, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter for the bean stew. We're just gonna let it keep going. Gonna let it keep going. And then I'm gonna put the last bit, I'm gonna put the last bit of stew inside. So it's Lent right now, and I gave up alcohol. And I am not an alcoholic, but I would say it's been a little bit difficult. Ow, 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 ow. Just because it's like I've had a very busy 2 months since the beginning of the year. And what is it called? I'm actually getting to rest right now in March and like do things for myself, like paint, yoga. I'm taking a sound bath class and all these things that I am like, I would love to just unwind with a glass of wine. especially because I got a lot of wine and champagne for my birthday, and it's just sitting in my room, and I can't drink any. So that's been frustrating, but I feel like I needed to just like cleanse myself now that I am 30. I am 30 years old. Not an alcoholic side eye. Excuse me, Gila. But yeah, so I just need to cleanse myself, start anew, like focus on the things that I haven't been focusing on and the things that I want to focus on more without distractions, without my mind being just not straight and where I want it to be. And I feel like it has been opening my eyes to more of what I want to accomplish in this world, more of what I want to focus on. So it's been good, but I will say it's been difficult. I haven't really had to go out. Actually, I went out to the Ghana Independence Day party last week. That party was so lit. Like, I loved it. We had just such a good time. I would say our first party wasn't there. Like, we didn't have the numbers. But this second party, we had the numbers, we had the energy, we had the vibe. Like, it was such a good party. And I couldn't drink. But because we were such a vibe, like it was such a good party, it didn't matter. Like, I love just being able to dance and celebrate with everyone. And I had a meeting the next day at 9:15. So I was just tired. And instead of being tired and drunk or hungover, I was just tired. And it felt good. It felt really good. So, hey, we're growing. This is 30, apparently. Anyway, I am cleaning as this is cooking right now because I don't like to wait till the end. Who likes to wait till the end to clean? Like, do it as you are cooking. Okay, so I'm gonna lower the stew because I need to go in and stir it, and I don't like the stew popping out at me. Also, I'm not an African mom, so I cannot just pick it up without it burning me. And you always want to get what's in the cover because a lot of that pops up there. My mom says that's where the flavor is. So you want to get whatever popped into the cover and then stir it. You're going to do this like every, I would say 10 minutes because you want it to cook. You don't want to do too much where it's not cooking, but you do want to make sure as it's cooking, you're getting the bottom and it's not burning the bottom. My homie sent me here saying you make the best stew they ever had. I hate it. I don't even know if they've had my stew. They've had my mother's stew. Yeah, they've had my mother's stew. They've had my country stew. They've both been to Ghana and had it there. I make it similarly, so hey, maybe I do make the best stew they've ever had. I don't know. But yeah, it's cooking right now. Actually, let me show you guys how it's looking. As you can see, it's cooking, it's popping. We don't want to manipulate that too much. The bean stew is going, well, the beans are going, and then we're going to add the stew in a little. Wow, I did not know that my YouTube was connected to my phone, or like my computer was connected to my watch. That's crazy. Okay. That's my outside, you guys, and my rooftop. Yeah. Anyway. So, as you're cleaning, or as you're cooking, you're also cleaning. I don't like too many dishes. Last time I made this stew, a lot of people were on the live, but it wasn't a Saturday day. So I appreciate everyone being on, even though it's Saturday. Thank you. Does anyone have any fun plans for the weekend? I'm back to visiting Cali soon. How much more? Some stew. For some stew, I'm not charging anyone. If you want to come over for some stew, that is totally fine. Gila, 35 for a plate? Really? I am not charging anyone. It is a hot commodity, but 35 is crazy. Gila, we out. Crazy. What did everyone do for Ghana Independence Day? Ghana Independence Day just happened. As you heard, I went out to a Ghana Independence Day party. I definitely think that we need more Ghanaian representation out here, because we do have a lot in the Bay Area. I don't think a lot of people realize that. They do think that it is just DC and stuff, but I grew up with a lot of people that I'm just like now coming back in contact with as we're all grown and older, and now a part of this Ghanaian association. What would you guys like to learn about Ghana, as like we are growing in our organization? I know a couple of you have been to the day parties and stuff like that, but what could we do more to leverage? I mean, not leverage, but like show more of our culture out in America. Okay, it is time to stir the stew again, so I'm gonna lower it. It smells really good. Provide attendees with the Ghanaian wife. I mean, it's a party, 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 it's a party. Yeah. Okay, Gila, are you back on? Yeah. Should I tell you how to get your Ghanaian wife? Let me know if it's you, Gila. All right, so I'm opening now. Oh, my thing is. Okay, so I'm opening now the chicken broth because we need a little more flavor, and chicken broth is the way to go. Okay. My mom always used to actually use like actual chicken broth where she would make chicken. She would boil chicken first. We always boiled the chicken first, and then we would put it. We would put the juice basically into the stew. Like that's how it's supposed to be. But I don't cook all the time, so I don't just have chicken broth stored, and we froze it. Like we would freeze it and keep it ready to put in the stew. I don't just have chicken broth ready to add into my stews. So actually I'm gonna let that cook for like 2 minutes, 2 more minutes. I have to hide my blender because I don't like my roommates using it. They're not allowed to use my blender or my, what is that called? An air fryer. Very sexy. I like it. Okay. If you're just now joining and you're not Gila, I am making Ghanaian stew, Ghanaian red stew, and Ghanaian bean stew. The beans are definitely done, so I'm gonna take them off. Why? I'm gonna take them off and drain it. Oh, she already knows. I really enjoy the bean stew a lot more than I do the regular stew, which is why I'll leave the bean stew in the fridge for me to eat over the next week or two, and then I will freeze the regular stew to use it for whatever. So sometimes I make spaghetti out of the stew. I don't use Alfredo or any of that other stuff for my spaghetti. No, I use stew. And then, or I'll just eat like stew and gari or rice. And that is what I do. Let me show you how this is looking. So it is good, ready to go, soft enough to eat. I love you next to you. Anticipating. Okay, I'm gonna lower the stew again before I put the chicken broth in there. I need more curry. I need to add that to my list. Unless, you know, if you want me to make you stew, you could get me some curry. Yes, we use curry in our Ghanaian stew. That is probably why I'm obsessed with Indian, because I love my curry tikka masala or my butter chicken. That's it. Okay, before I put the chicken broth in, I am going to stir it. Anticipating, hey baby. Because I'll be next to you. Okay. I don't pour all of it, but most of it in there, because again, you don't want your stew to be soupy. And this definitely makes it a little soupy. Like, you see all this at the top? That's just where I put the chicken broth in. So you got to mix it in. So it gets a little thick. Yeah. All the thickness was on the side there. Make sure. Okay. And I was making sure that I got the bottom because you don't want the bottom to burn. All the things that you gonna show me in the special. Okay. And you're gonna let that cook again some more. And then next time I lower it, I'm gonna put salt in, and then we're done. We're done. Lord, mommy's tripping on camera. Another thing with Lent is when you give up something, you're supposed to feast in something else. And I feel like I didn't really make a plan to feast more into anything else, but I've like naturally, because I've had more time this month to just focus on me. And that's what I've been doing though. I've been focusing more on me. And it's been nice. Like, I don't lay in the bed. I am always on my desk trying to work on things, whether that's my content or my trips or AKA, like, I'm always doing something. And so I've been able to still get things done, but then lay in the bed after. And it's been feeling great. I think I'll be tempted maybe one more time to go to, like, drink at an event. I have an event next week that I'm supposed to go to. But other than that, I think I'm doing really well. Because I gave up alcohol, if I didn't mention that already. You didn't even notice me. Hila, if you're still on, what are you doing this Saturday? What are you doing today? If not, whoever's on, what are your plans for today? Yeah, we got a noisy ass sink. Probably needs to be fixed. If you even notice me. Had a little brunch. Now chilling, some rock. Excuse me. Did I read that right? Please don't say that again. Oh, okay. So you're back on. So I can tell you how to get your Ghanaian wife. What I was saying earlier was that you just need to. I provide the opportunity. I'm the space for you to go, and you're just gonna have to have game, because Ghanaian girls, they're a little mean. I'm one of the nicer ones, but they're mean. And so if you have game, then that's all you need. Game and money. Sorry. You need game and money. And we all know you're rich, so I think you're good on that. But yeah, I'm just providing the space. That's it. You have to do all the work, honestly. And it worked for one of my other sorority sisters. She came to the Ghana Independence Day party, and she was on a date earlier this week. So, I provided the space. She had a great time. Someone reached out to her, and now look, she may have a Ghanaian husband. Got 2 cows and a goat. That's about just much of a workout with it. You may need a little more than that, Gila. But we don't start off the bat with, the bride price and the goats and the cows. So you just need to woo her. You have to woo her. Okay, so we're going to lower it again. And this is when I actually start separating it. So I'm going to actually, yeah, I don't know if you can see both. Okay, so this is when I'm gonna pour some of this stew into here, and then that's when I salt the both of them. I don't want to just salt it in because there might be like, I don't know what the beans may come with. So I don't want to mess up the flavor by already adding salt in it. Again. This is how it looks. See, it's a lot different than how it looked like before. It's all kind of blended. It's a little more soupy, but you see the thickness is still in there. And then I'm getting the bottom. And it's not burnt at all. I'm doing pretty well. You gotta get the sides. Again, that's where my mom says all the flavor is. And so now I'm going to add some of this stew to the beans. Put it back on low. Don't waste my time trying to get it. There probably is a better way to do this, but it's just the way I do it. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. Never knew. Okay, let's see what that does. I'm gonna get a new spoon and try that. I could use a little more stew. Put some more in there. Gotta make sure. Go on without you. I think that should be good. Stir that. Alright, so let that sit a little with its new addition. Stir the stew a little bit. And now let's salt her. I use this to salt. Tonight. Oh, there is two. Oh, no. Okay. I used to put salt on like as much as a spoon would hold. And then sometimes that isn't universal. So sometimes I would make it way more salty than it needed to be. Or I wouldn't add enough salt, which is fine because then you can just add more. But it was always the adding too much salt thing that didn't work. So let's taste that. Sometimes it's hard to taste how much. Hey Waters. Sometimes it's hard to taste how much salt is in there when There's a lot of spice. I mean, it's not a lot actually. Once you cook everything, then you don't really taste as spicy as it could have been. But then it's hard to taste how much salt is in there. I think we need a little bit more. Not too much. What are you doing this Saturday? What are your plans? Are you in Sacramento? Okay, let's taste that. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so I'm gonna cover it up. See now. Okay, cover that up and then raise the heat again to cook it one more time before it's fully done. I just woke up from my nap, editing and resting before we head over to Sac. Oh, nice. Dang, I wish I could rest that long. Okay, so I'm stirring right now the bean stew. And we're also going to taste and see if I have enough salt in it. A little bit more stew or salt. The pepper is for surely there. It's there. Okay. So they are both good to go. I'm gonna let them cook a little with the salt in there. Let it marinate, let it do what it needs to do. Send me a plate. Did I just mute myself? Or it's been muted? Am I back? Oh, okay. I was saying you gotta get in line. Gila already just asked for a plate, so you gotta talk to him. But everyone's welcome. He don't even like Nicki or Beyonce, so I see. You know what? You are totally right. Only Beyonce and Nicki lovers get a plate. So yes, hubby, you're first in line. You, we gotta talk. $16 plates for me. That's crazy. Are you saying that because it's 16 carriages? Not, I'll sell you one. He said it's 35 a plate. He told his friend earlier it's 35 a plate. Which is crazy. Alright, y'all. So everything is done. I just turned off. And that's a surprise. That really is. That really is. So I just turned off everything. Okay, I'm going to show you how everything looks. You see, that's the stew. as you can see, is not as a lot as we started because we used some for the bean stew, but it's enough that I need because I like the bean stew a lot more. You can't really see the beans, so let's stir it. Just drop my cover. Double check it. Alright, this is the beans in there. Double check it's off, OCD. I will double check just for you, Javi. This is what this looks like. Sorry if the frying pan in the back is not aesthetically pleasing. I've been asking whichever roommate to clean that plate since Monday. Anyway, this is what this looks like. The bean stew is the best. We gotta leave it open a little to the side so it cools down, but it's still covered. I just dropped the cover for the bean stew, so I gotta clean that. 16 plates coming my way while I plot on sending them away. Wow. That's crazy. So you're not even gonna eat one? You're just gonna sell them and make a profit off of me? That's crazy.